Hey, Lauren Hughes here. Let's chat those discount brokerages, those online companies that 1% fee. Oh my goodness, that's so great. Why do I need an agent? I don't know. I'm not going to convince you otherwise because quite honestly, I think the industry is changing. It needed a change. I talk about it a lot, how the top 10% of agents are absolutely amazing. The bottom 90%, I wish the bar was a little bit higher, but let's go back to the online and tech. And I have a soft spot for tech, ran a tech company for a long time, and so I still have a soft spot, and I think that is the way of the future. It just is what it is. It's much bigger than me, and I'm not going to be able to fight it. But anyway, let's talk about all these discount sites, because my brother actually is selling his house in Oregon and buying in Boston. And he didn't want to use a traditional agent to sell his house. He wanted to use the discount because he's like, oh, it's a 1% fee, it's 1% fee, 1% fee, because that's what's marketed. And then I said, fine, use the 1% fee. I said, you'll get more money if you use an agent, just look at the data. Real data, not fake data, because I also looked at some of those online sites and they said they make more money than the agent, but they won't show you the data that they calculated those numbers off of. So you sometimes have to look just behind the curtain. And where I want to focus right now is that fine print. So I've had quotes in Oregon, Georgia, and Colorado within the last couple weeks for my brother's home and then two of my homes, one in Colorado, one in Georgia. And I'm like, heck, let's just see what this is all about, because I keep hearing people talk about the 1%, 1%, 1%, and I'm like, all right, let's see what it is. So you're right, they market a 1% fee really hard. But let's talk about the fine print, because I've seen it in 3 different states now, 3 different scenarios, 3 different companies, and they've had fees. They're all 1% list fee, 1%, blah, blah, blah. Then in the fine print, it has between 6.5% and 7.5% of fees at closing. Ladies and gentlemen, that's more than using a traditional agent, which is going to put the videos, going to do all of the extra steps that these online companies are just going to throw it online. Some houses sell themselves, but an agent can help get the emotion out there. They typically get a little bit more money, especially when you use one of the good agents. Anyway, I digress. Those fine prints, and I can give you an example. Well, I'll talk about Zillow in the next video, so I don't drag on too long, but it's very, very important to look at the fine print. It actually costs you 1 to 1.5 points more to use those online companies than with a traditional agent, if you look at all the fine print and then the fees that they're going to assess you also at the end of the day. But you don't see that in your initial agreement. That's all in the back end. So make sure you know what you're signing. I say that all the time, and like the Colorado docs are pretty simple. It's not really even that many pages. These are massive, and you almost need a law degree to understand them. So if you guys ever have any questions on that, or if something sounds too good to be true, sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you get that unicorn. Not all the time. So make sure you read that fine print with all those 1% list fees, because you're right, it's a 1% list fee, but then there's 6.5% to 7.5% on the back end that they call other random miscellaneous tech fees, or I don't even know. Anyway, we'll talk about, I'll break down those costs on my Zillow offer in my home in Atlanta on the next video.